Okay, now I just need to time everything. Sound cue. Okay. That was a horrible clap.
It sounded like one of those little black and white snappy things that they use for movies.
Yeah, that's a sound cue. So when they, because all, FYI, when they record everything, the audio is recorded on a completely different system. The film is recorded on a completely different system. And there's usually more than one camera. So the whole reason for that clicker is so when they align everything in the audio, they align that slap at the very beginning. That way everything is in sync.
We should get you one.
I wish. I really want one. Like a legit clapper.
A legit one where you can like write in.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
iPad actually has an app that does that, and you can adjust everything. But I'm like, I don't want to shell out $500 for a clapper, just for the clapper
serious?
app. Yeah, because it's $500 to get the iPad.
Yeah.
But then the app is like another $15.
That's ridiculous.
But the only thing I do like about it is everything, because like you can change the director name on it, the name of the film, the act, like what scene, and all that other stuff.
But you don't get the satisfaction of
you don't get the
clicking
sound.
it or clacking it.
Click,
click,
clackety.
Click, clacking. Okay.
That was a good intro.
Oh god, I was waiting for you to do the intro music.
Da 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 da. Yeah, I told you we really do that.
Yeah, we really do the jazz fingers.
Welcome to Two Geeks and One Mic, the video podcast. We have two cameras up. This is the most number of cameras I've had going at one time.
Yeah, I'm not used to. I probably won't be looking at the cameras, to be honest.
No, that's okay. Like unless I tell you to like do something.
Well, I get.
Oh yeah. Well, while we're doing that, show them what coffee face is. That's coffee face.
That's when he knows he has to buy me coffee.
Yeah. She comes here and she throws me that, and I'm just like, coffee, right? Got it. And I got you yours today, so I'm only deficit one.
I think one, yeah.
But what was it? We were talking about this not too long ago. I actually owe you a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I'm in a hole when it comes to her. She helped me find the wall climbing place, well, through Ron and TIFF, but still, like, it was her idea. And then, so there's that. Then she got me my current job, so then there's that. And then she got me to got us to get this podcast thing going. Well, even though it was both of us, she was like, she came up with the title.
Pain
and
in the ass.
Yeah. She is the best and worst employee. Best because she does what she does very well on the show. Worst because
I'm naggy.
Yeah.
I'm really naggy.
Like, Ray, when are you gonna get up?
Yeah.
Are you editing it? Oh, I didn't know you were at work. And then as soon as I get off work, Ray, are you gonna work on it? Are you working on it right now? Is it uploading? It's like, how much longer? This is ridiculous.
I'm really, really naggy. It's because I want things when I want it, and I want it now.
Well, at least you know what you want. That's the important thing.
Yep. I am naggy. I like it.
Well, at least now everyone gets to see our faces.
We have pictures on Facebook.
Not a lot of people. I don't know if you guys have liked the Facebook page yet. Any of our subscribers? I'm not sure. If you have, leave us a comment on the Facebook page. Just say hi, and we'll reply. Especially Liz. Liz loves the comments and the emails.
I do. Actually, well, Music Navy Reed, that's her YouTube thing. She befriended me on my actual Facebook, and I talk to her frequently.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. You see? We're just not total strangers.
Yeah, I'll actually be friends with you guys. Just you have to state, that I'm a friend from YouTube. Like, I watch your show.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they'll just think you guys are creeping on me.
Yeah. As if you don't get that enough. How is that guy doing, by the way? Uh-oh.
Do you know if Steven still plans on getting a vehicle when he gets back? Why? It's John. It's Steven's brother.
Technical.
I'm hoping not.
Look, see, this is what I mean, best and worst employee. Phone's off! No.
No.
I actually prefer you have your phone on in case Steven does call. Like, I don't want to put this over you getting in touch with him. But she did actually talk to him today, which was great.
I did, for like a really long time. For like a good 30 minutes. I did get, I say that's a really long time. It's a really long time for me because I only get like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and it was like 5 days since you spoke with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's doing good, isn't he?
He is doing good.
Well, I think the very first podcast when he gets back, we'll do a video podcast too. So everyone will be able to see this infamous Steven of which you have signed your life away to. Or is it the other way around? Did he sign his life away to you?
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
The poor insurance company didn't know what they were getting into.
Yeah, I had to correct myself there.
Okay, sorry. I won't answer. Interference. Okay, I won't
That's
answer
the
it
interference.
anymore.
Okay.
I'll turn it on vibrate and I won't answer it.
Put it under your butt.
It's just John. It's just John. It's nothing with you.
Okay, I think we should just go ahead and get to our comment section.
Okay.
We'll do the YouTube ones first. Did we get any YouTube ones?
Yes, we did.
We did. Okay.
We did. Let's see. We had Better Mike comment. We had Lenny comment. We had Felix the Brat comment. We had Music Navy Read comment. And I think that's
pretty much
Lenny, right?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
you said Lenny.
Well, I say Lenny twice.
Because he's awesome.
He is awesome. And he says I was very enthusiastic and I wanted chocolate. That's why I was invited. And not you. You're just not enthusiastic enough.
How enthusiastic do you want me to be, Lenny? God.
Gotta jump up and down a little bit.
Can't do that right now. Or can't. Okay. This is my shirt, by the way. Liz got it for me for my birthday. If you can't read it, it says, I'm here because you broke something.
And I actually went out and bought
Tobuscus
hoodie.
Steven! Get her a hoodie!
Yeah.
I seriously think you should email him with a picture saying that
Steven really did get me a hoodie.
Yeah. That is awesome. Okay, that worked out.
Because I spent his money.
Zing.
Oh, okay.
It's always best when it's not yours.
Yeah. I don't feel so bad about spending it.
And, oh yeah, I'll apologize to Mike ahead of time for my accent being so horrible.
Yeah, you really should apologize for that. It was pretty
I apologize to everyone who I may have offended for that horrible accent. Scrolling. Here we go.
Okay. Music Navy Read had a comment about Minecraft, but I answered it through Facebook, and she liked it anyway. Like, it was a super weird version of, like, that she downloaded. It was a texture pack to make it look more realistic, and she got stuck with something that was weird.
Did you see it, or?
She posted pictures on her Facebook about it, and it looked odd.
On your, or the Two Geeks One Mike Facebook?
On hers.
Oh, okay.
And it showed up on my wall, but it looked really weird, and I told her that she might have downloaded a buggy version of it, so I told her to go to minecraftdl.com. That's where I got my texture pack.
Sponsor!
That's where I got my texture pack for Jollycraft, and I haven't had any problems with it.
All right. But it could be the person that developed it.
Yeah.
Maybe it needs updating.
Really weird, like, flower things everywhere, but they look like flames, but they're not flames. It's odd. Okay, it's just really
maybe odd. The new version or the new update for it messed it up.
Maybe she has a different version than 1.0.
Oh, she has an earlier one.
Yeah, she's like 1.8.
Okay, well then that when she downloads a texture pack, sometimes they're specific to versions, just like skins and seeds are.
I just told her that she might have downloaded a buggy one, but then she texted back or she messaged back and said that it was fine. She liked it anyway, and I was like, okay, never mind. Just ignore what I'm saying.
Speaking of the different updates and the seeds, remember how I told you that my biome was all snow? Well, right before the 1.1 came out, I found I showed you I found an area there wasn't snow. I found a swamp area, a mountain area, and a forest area with wolves, all in just one little area, like in this one tiny circle on the map, and then it was surrounded by snow. So it's like this one circle patch with nothing.
It's an oasis.
1.1 hit, and right after that, I was like, okay, cool, new update. My sheep grow wool now, ha ha ha. And then I trekked all the way to the forest area, and I'm gonna build a log. I was like, I'm gonna build a log cabin where there's no snow. Finally, first night in the middle of building, it snowed.
Oh no!
The area, like the snow area, just freaking moved over because the 1.1 update renders new areas differently than the previous one. So now
you're on a hunt.
What pisses me off is I am 25. I counted out 25 blocks from where the snow ends. Now it's like it just moved. Like,
oh no!
Yeah, it moved like 50 blocks where the snow is.
That's funny.
So I'm just like, yeah. So now I'm dealing with snow still. So I'm probably just gonna build in the swamp area or the desert area. I don't know.
I'm building a sandcastle right now.
You need to post pictures of that whenever it's.
It's irritating as hell. Let's see. And then Felix the Brat posted. He meant a third co-host, and we didn't mean to come off like that you were being a dick because we didn't think you were, but yeah.
It's hard on the internet, there being so many trolls out there.
Yeah. Let's see. we seem like best friends. We've actually only known each other for less than 6 months, actually.
Really?
Something like that. Yeah.
No, it's been more than that, because I've been working since mid-August. And then we've known each other for at least...
Oh, maybe it has been longer.
We've known each other at least 2 or maybe even 3 months before that, before you got me my job at...
It was probably in June. Yeah.
Whenever we went the first time we went wall climbing.
No, it was probably in May. It's probably in May that we became friends. Yeah. So it's like...
It's getting close to a year now.
Almost. Wow, time is wasted on me. It really is. My brain's just not in it. But we actually haven't known each other for that long. I get along better with guys anyway than I do with girls for some reason. Like, it's not that I can't be friends with girls. It's just girls are really catty to me. And I don't like it because I can be really mean if I want to. But every time I get into a fight with one of my chick friends,
It's brutal.
It's brutal and we don't forgive each other.
That's how you girls are.
I know.
You don't forget damn thing.
It's so easy to be friends with guys because guys just, we hang out whenever we want to hang out and it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And my butt's vibrating. And
what'd I tell you about bringing those things to recordings? Really?
And it's just easier to be friends with guys because girls, there's so much.
There's this competition.
Like, you can't date each other's guy friends that they like, and I ended up marrying one, and then she never talked to me ever again.
Yeah, there's also that. No, it's no different from like guys hanging out in a room or just out in public. No matter what, even if they're the best of friends, something happens, they're gonna compete. They won't know it, but they're gonna subconsciously compete. Whether it's a little thing like, oh, I bet I can shoot my straw wrapper into that glass and you can, or I bet I could get the attention of that girl before you can.
Yeah.
There's something.
They do.
So I can understand. That's why I get along. It's the same thing with me. I get along more with girls than guys, even in high school.
There's like the same sex like competition, and there always has been. I just get along better with the opposite sex than I do with chicks. I mean, I'm friends with Tiffany, but most girls stop being my friends because stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like their boyfriends liking me. That's an issue that I have.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
What do you guys do other than podcasts? Well, Ray and I used to work at the same bookstore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say bookstore.
Yeah, we're gonna say bookstore.
Yeah, and I worked in the cafe of the bookstore, and I really liked it. But because of my health conditions, I had to quit. I had to leave, and I'm hoping to go back eventually. But Ray works in the main book part.
Yeah, I got promoted.
Promoted? That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Promoted to the book part, but that's where I met Ray through his wife Tiffany, and we went rock climbing together, and that's how I met Ray. And then we bonded.
Yeah,
we bonded.
The rest is history.
We bonded. But I don't do anything. I used to go to school, but I'm taking a semester off. I'm waiting for my pills. I'm getting my boobs done. I don't work other than this.
I pay her in coffee, people.
Yeah.
So
I don't work other than this. I guess I'm a housewife.
So to speak.
I'm like a non-glorified housewife, basically, because my husband's not home. So there's no house. There's an apartment that I take care of, but it's not like I'm cooking him dinner or anything. I'll do that when he gets back.
Yeah.
Just wanted to ask, what's your favorite video game? My favorite video game of all time is the old school NES Mario, the Super Mario.
Yeah, that's
my favorite all time video game.
The classic games are ones you can always just pick up, no matter what. You can pick up and you're always in the mood for it.
The Xbox, I really like Left 4 Dead, the original one, and I really like the first BioShock.
I have not finished the first BioShock.
I came really close, and then I had to stop because the guy whose house I was playing it at, it got really awkward and uncomfortable.
Was this the guy that tried hooking up with you?
No, that's a different one. It's kind of in the same age range, though. They're old.
Oh, the stories Liz can tell of all the guys that have tried.
They're in their mid-20s, and it makes me really uncomfortable. Cause
you're 19.
I'm 19.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was 17 when I was hanging out with him. I was really young. And it makes me slightly uncomfortable when that happens.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
That's when your face shows up on one of those like jailbait motivational posters.
I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. It's because I always hang out with geeky guys, and then I guess I hang out with them too much, and then they get the wrong idea.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because I mean, like, Look at the guys on Big Bang, for Christ's sake. A prime example.
Why can't I hang out with Sheldon?
Well, yeah, no, you need
that idea.
Yeah, you need a geeky guy that does not think about that sort of thing. But yeah, he's like, what's his name? The one that's always not Raj.
Howard.
Yes, he's like him. It's like that. It's like any girl comes around and starts talking, it's like, oh, she wants it.
I want to date a guy like Stuart.
Oh,
the comic book guy. He's a genuinely sweet guy. Okay. Ray ever worked in radio? If not, would you?
Ever worked in? No. I don't know if that's gonna be a surprise to anybody, because you even said
you have a radio voice.
Yeah. No, I've never worked in radio. I've never done any kind of voice acting work. I've just acted in my own videos. I have attempted at singing, which failed horribly, but no. And if I would, if I were given an offer to work in a radio station, it depends on what kind of a show they'd want me to host or what it is they want me to do. But my only gist in the contract would be Liz had to come, because
you like me.
Well, no, I like the dynamic we have.
We have a good banter going.
Yeah. So if I were to go into radio, it wouldn't be without you, because
now it's your phone. We would have an interesting. It would be difficult. We'd have to go on kind of like NPR almost, where it's just talking.
Yeah.
There's no music, because otherwise it would mess up what we have.
Yeah. But I like the thing, because a lot of people ask, why do I always have background music? Even in the vlogs, I've had a little bit of a background music playing in the background. Sometimes it's faint where you can just barely hear it, but you just know it's there. And the reason for that, my whole theory for that is, I notice sometimes even in normal people's vlogs, just to throw it out there, Cater's 1.7's vlogs, when it's when it gets really quiet,
there's dead air,
I can't stand it. I just need to hear something. So that's why I always put some kind of background music, but I want it to sort of set the tone too. So
it's a subconscious kind of thing.
Yeah.
I get it. I like it actually, because dead silence sucks.
It does.
Let's see.
I
think that's all for the comment. I was really disappointed, guys. I was excited to do a guest star on the vlog or the podcast, and you guys let me down, because I expected way more views than what we actually got. It is
at least more comments or questions.
5 days in, and we only have 57, and I'm used to having 80 to 90.
It's just a slow week.
I don't care. There's no excuses.
I told you she's brutal.
I don't care. And I expected more comments, because normally we have 12, and we only had 5.
Was that include?
Yeah,
wait,
guys.
4, 5? Yeah,
5. And that's including me answering back. I think so, yeah.
Let me go back. That's this.
1.
We've got 8 comments.
That includes me.
Including you.
So I answered back twice.
So that's
we only
6.
have 6. We only have 6. Seriously, guys, 6. There's
It's
an issue.
hey, it's better than none.
I don't know if they can pick it up. My eye was twitching. Let's see. From Danielle, aka Music Navy Read. She posted it on the Facebook page.
Please like the Facebook page, guys.
Yeah, we're lonely.
We upload photos and more stuff on there, geeky wallpapers, random photos from vlogs and stuff. We post all that on the Facebook page, so do like it.
If you could add another co-host, who would it be and why?
Also, worst pet peeve.
Okay. I have an issue with 3 co-hosts though, because we kind of crawl all over each other for airtime.
Yeah. I think to me it's that odd number.
It is.
That sort of bothers me, just that there's 3. But if we were given an option to have anybody on the show,
David Tennant.
I know. Yeah, I knew you were gonna say that. But if we had David Tennant on the show, you wouldn't talk. That still would be a 2-person. It'd be me and him talking, and him just being
attempting to crawl over.
She's and no, his security guy would have to stand between you and him, just can't do
crazy
anything.
Bitch off me.
Yeah, because you'd be sitting there do you have your sonic screwdriver?
Or something of that sort. Yeah.
But yeah, I would. It'd be cool if we had him on the show. I'd have tons of questions for him. But if we could have anyone for a third co-host, a regular third co-host, it's a hard decision. It'd either be Jack or Jeff from Rooster Teeth. I don't know if you know them. Rooster Teeth is a channel on YouTube.
Is that the bit with the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah.
Yeah. One of them. Jack used to do radio, and you can just sort of tell. But Jeff, he's just hilarious. I love his voice. When he laughs, it's contagious. So I would probably get Jeff over Jack as a third co-host, especially if we're talking about geeky stuff and games and things like that.
And as much as we love Toby Turner, it would not work.
He would overpower both of us.
He's too big of a personality to have. It would not work out very well. No.
His ADD is worse than ours. It'd be like, yeah, and then he'd just go off on something else and like, wow, hang on.
I honestly think he has to do that on purpose. Like, there's no way that someone could be that ditzy. I mean, I'm a fierce competitor with being ditzy. I really am, because I have my moments, but damn.
Yeah, and when you have your moments there.
There are moments.
Yeah.
Worst pet peeve?
Right off the top of my head, I really can't think of one.
I at first I thought that, and then I really thought about it, and it used to irritate the crap out of me when I would make plans with someone, specifically one of my exes, and they would change last minute or just not show up, or they would flake out completely, or they would keep flip-flopping and changing their mind, being indecisive about what to do, and that bugs me. It really gets into my skin.
I agree with you there. I think the only other thing that I think gets me... Okay, yeah, no, this was a good one then. It gets me when... And I know it sounds sort of stupid, when someone is trying to help and they're not getting the hint that you don't need it, but they continue pushing and pushing and pushing. It's like, you want me to help get your bag? It's like, no, I got it. Are you sure? I can definitely carry it for you. Yeah, I'm fine. No, because it looks like you got a lot of stuff, and it just shut the fuck up. I'm trying. I can do this.
Got it.
Yeah. So I guess that would be my pet peeve. If I tell you I'm good, I'm good. Just don't keep asking questions. Yeah. And that's just for any situation. I guess that would be my pet peeve.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for the questions.
Yeah, the pitiful how many minutes did that take us? Because normally it takes us like 20 to get through comment answering.
It's been 20, but then it took like 5 to set up.
Yeah. See, guys, that's like 10 minutes of me answering questions. That's just not enough.
She's glaring at you. See, that's the look I get when something's going on. I'm just like, what'd I do now?
I can't stay mad at the audience.
Audience?
Lenny watches this.
Oh, this is
Can't
true.
be mad at him.
And Mike.
He's gonna give me chocolate. Mike has not offered to give me chocolate.
I'm pretty sure he'd offer what? Okay, Mike, what can you offer from what, England?
See, Steven is adamant about moving to Greece in a couple years after he gets done with he's technically sea duty right now because he's overseas. Then he's going to have shore duty, and he's going to try to get stationed in Pensacola, and that's 3 to 5 years. Then he's going to try to get stationed in Greece, and we would have to move to Greece.
We'd have to do the podcast via Skype at that point.
We would have to do that. And that means I would be really close. Kind of. Through railway, I would be really close to visiting Lenny, and I could visit Mike if he offers something good in return. Lenny offered chocolate.
Okay, so someone needs to top that.
Yeah, I'm excited just for the fact that I may possibly actually get my dream of going overseas.
I just want to go.
I'm super excited. You guys are welcome to visit. We will have a house that has an extra room just for you guys. We'll even put it on the door. We'll hang a little sign.
Guests welcome.
No, it's like Ray's room.
Yeah.
This is Ray's room.
I've been overseas, but just like I've been to Tokyo, to Japan, but it was like a very short sort of class sort of visit. Well, no, it wasn't short. It was a month. And the Philippines. It's a third world country, though. I'm not trying to bash the land of my birth. It's just, if I had to choose between living in the Philippines or Japan, I'd choose Japan.
Greece is kind of in a situation, though, like economically. But Japan has all that radiation that's going on. This
is true. I know. I desperately want to go to the UK. Well, just Europe in general. Europe in general.
I just want to. It's really Eastern Europe, like
that you want to stay away from.
No, that's actually where I want to go. Like my Middle East is where you don't want to go.
Yeah. Okay.
Eastern Europe is like Russia, Romania, Transylvania, that area in general. Like it's up more from. It's like Northeast versus Middle East.
I suck at geography.
It's near.
I know Russia. I know that much.
It's like Germany over.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay. So
there we go. See, I'm not as smart as people think I am.
They actually stopped requiring geometry for a really long time in America, so that's why Americans are.
You mean geography?
Did I say geometry?
Yeah, you said geometry.
Well, they should discontinue that. I suck at geometry. But they discontinued geography for the longest time. And I think now, like a couple years ago, they just instituted it in 7th grade where you have to take it.
I haven't been in school in the longest time.
No, I haven't either. So they didn't require it when I was there. Now I can identify where the states are, and I can identify. Now you're gonna get into Europe, and you'll see some of these really tiny ass countries. That's where I have the issue. There's a lot there.
Yeah, if you miss Russia,
or Africa and South America, I get really lost.
Really? Oh, just
with all the countries,
yeah.
Naming them, I can identify Portugal, and I can identify Brazil. I can identify Egypt, Libya, Nigeria. That's because they're so close to the Mediterranean.
And that's where you want to go.
And
Greece.
You know, yeah. And I can identify most of the European countries. And then, you know, Russia, Mongolia, China,
Tibet.
Japan, India.
There you go.
How can you forget India? It kind of looks like Texas.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go to Tibet, too. But I know it's cold.
It would be neat to go. But see...
I'm just interested in the culture.
It sucks being a woman. Because most of the countries, like, over in that area,
that's true.
You're not allowed... You get frowned upon for being alone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have, like, a male escorting you. And that... I understand, like, it's their culture and, like, that's just how they do it. But it kind of makes me upset because I could never go there by myself.
Yeah.
I would have to take Steven or a male relative with me.
Somebody.
I couldn't even go with, like, a friend. It would have to be, you know, a male relative.
Gotcha.
And that irritates me.
It is.
I'm just like, come on.
It's funny. What was that conversation you had? Steven said you should come here.
Yeah,
like,
I should go to Afghanistan to visit him.
Yeah, no.
He was joking, but he was like, come on, my sleeping bag can fit too. I was like, yeah, I think they would frown upon me doing that.
Just wearing a t-shirt.
Yeah. Just wearing, like, what I'm wearing now, I would get stoned.
Something
Something
bad if they catch you alone,
and not the good kind of stoned.
Yeah,
like the bad kind of stoned,
where they chuck actual fucking rocks at you.
They throw rocks at you, and it's not fun.
You might not know this, but they still do that these days.
Oh, let's see. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as the comments go. And oh yeah, I don't know if any of you guys knew this. I just recovered from
his computer blowing up.
Yeah. Like, almost literally. Just to give you a brief summary, my laptop started freezing up on me to where it would freeze for, like, 30 seconds to a minute tops. Then it'd go back to normal, work fine. 5 minutes later, does the same thing over again. And it would do that every 5 to 10 minutes, over and over. And it was just getting annoying, and I thought it would go away. It didn't. So I pull up Task Manager, nothing's running, so I just turned it off. Turned it back on, would not turn on. It would go to login screen, I'd put in my password, go to welcome, and won't go anywhere. Then I go into safe mode, and I do a whole bunch of stuff in safe mode. Did a reset, wouldn't even go into safe mode anymore. So I'm like, well, that's shit. I can't save anything.
This happened Sunday night.
And I've been working on it since, and I just literally, what's today? Today is Friday. I just literally, what time is it now? It's 3:27 in the afternoon. 6 hours ago, I got everything back on here. Close to where it used to be.
He was pushing too, so we could actually film
so
this.
We can,
Yeah, if we couldn't have done it, we would be sad.
Yeah, very sad. That's because this is what I was pushing for. Like, I spent my entire day off. I have, like, the other day I was at work running on 2 hours sleep because I was trying to back up everything that I could and restore it, and trying to remember what programs I had on it. It was a geek fail because if it was XP, no problem. XP I've had lots of problems with, but there's no problem I've had in XP where I couldn't fix it.
Did you upgrade yet to Windows?
No.
7?
I actually called Microsoft to talk about it, and they let me run this program that will check and see if not only if I'm eligible to upgrade to 7, but also will check all my programs and see if they're eligible. Oh. And luckily, most of the programs that I have on here are eligible, specifically my video editor, my photo editor, and my codec and plugins. They're all eligible to move up to 7.
Well, that's good.
So I just have to go out and actually buy the upgrade disc. It's gonna take. He said it's gonna take. It's not uncommon for it to take 20 hours to upgrade, because what it's doing is it's keeping everything I have on here, just changing the operating system from Vista to 7. So that takes a lot longer than doing a straight update.
It did not take me that long to upgrade mine.
Did you do a straight install, or was it an upgrade?
I had a disc, and I put it in, and I pressed a button, and it went, and it did that for maybe like an hour, but...
You did a straight install then.
Okay.
It was a straight installation to completely brand new.
I just press buttons, okay? I follow the prompts that come up on the screen.
You'd end up in a horrible place if you were in the TARDIS.
What does this button do?
You're like Dee Dee off of Dexter's Lab.
Oh, God!
Don't push the button!
I used to do point ballet.
Oh, so then that makes total sense.
There you go.
Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab.
I used to have the shoes and everything.
See, that's what you and Tiffany had in common. I was wondering, is the ballet? Remember you two talking about that? Because you were talking about her doing point before she was supposed to, or something.
Oh yeah, because her foot's messed up, and that's because you're supposed to start point at a certain age, like after you hit puberty, because your feet stop growing, kind of. And well, it's okay for you to do it. Like, you're not supposed to dye your hair until you start your menstrual cycle and stuff like that. It's just to help not damage what you already have. So, but she started point like really, really young, and I'm like, dude, why'd they do that? That's why your feet hurt like that, because you started when you weren't supposed to.
Yeah. And
it's ridiculous.
Well, there's that, Dee Dee. What was the other thing we were going to talk about? Oh, techie.
Oh, yeah. I can only think of one, though.
What?
Like the time, like how American college students don't understand what this means anymore. I don't even know if you can see it.
There you go.
That. And, what time is it?
Yeah.
They don't know what that means because they're not used to having a watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just look at their phone.
Yeah. And a lot of them don't know what clockwise and counterclockwise is.
Because they have digital watches.
Because it's digital watches. Like, mine's technically digital, but it does have hands on it. So.
Or they can't. How is yours digital?
Well, there's a on here.
Or
just
they
for quick
can't
reference.
read clocks at all. Like, they don't understand the dials. I'm like, dude.
It's not hard. I'm just like, okay, imagine if you were during the time where they needed sundials to tell the time.
Oh, God, I'd be so
Would
fucked.
you be able to figure it out?
I can identify noon, and that's about it.
That's
morning, noon, and dark.
If you cannot identify noon, there is really something wrong. It's the highest point the sun is. Just FYI, if you don't know.
Yeah. And it's morning when the sun comes up, and nighttime when it goes down.
And it comes up in the east and sets in
the west.
God, we're teaching you guys
and
now. Seriously.
Cold wind comes from the north, and warm wind comes from the south.
Oh, I was reading more about those. I might post a link to it on our Facebook page, so go there if you want to see more info. It was because it was like an infographic, and it on the page it also said that it was like a high percentage, like above 60% of kids in college believe that it is more cost effective to lease a vehicle than purchase one. I'm like, what the hell are you thinking?
Or like when they buy student loans.
Mm-hmm.
That's a really bad idea. Don't ever do that, people.
It's just this new age with all this tech stuff, because it's like I used to feel special for having a knack for computers and things like that. I can't explain it. It's not like I did go to school for it, but it's like even before then, someone's like, I have a problem with my computer, and I'm just like,
You're just tech savvy.
Yeah. And I used to feel special. I used to feel like, I kind of have a calling here. But now there's like 5-year-olds that come into the store and it's like, I'm working on one of the devices. It's like, the Wi-Fi is having issues. And it's like, he comes up to me. He's like, did you try refreshing it and then connecting to the standard network that you use here? And it's like, what are you, 7?
Well, it's because children nowadays are like brought up in that. And where cell phones were just becoming accessible when I was in high school. When I started high school, that was when I got my first cell phone. And my brother was like in elementary school or something, or he was just starting middle school. And because I got one, my brother wanted one, and my parents give in to everything that he does. So, but I was in high school. I was like 15 years old when I got my cell phone.
Wow.
So children nowadays are like 7 walking around with cell phones. I'm like, you're 7. Who the hell are you going to call?
Yeah. Oh, God, that reminds me. I don't know if you guys saw any of these during Christmas. This guy, he made a page for it on his blog, like the worst Twitter posts for Christmas. I really wanted to make a list of these people and like send them like letters or something, or just if I could smack some sense into them. Seriously, because there's like one that's like, aside from the new Camaro and my new iPhone, this Christmas sucked. I'm like,
what?
what the fuck are you complaining about? And then there's other ones of like kids like, no iPhone, my parents suck, and really.
Let me go back to when I was a kid and had like an Easy Bake Oven.
Yeah, exactly.
I loved my Easy Bake Oven.
I loved Legos.
Yeah, there you go. Or Lincoln Logs, or the
Lincoln Logs were awesome.
Little they're circles with the sticks. I don't even remember what they're Connectics?
Like Connects, something like that.
Something like that. And they're like the real old school ones, not like the new ones that are magnetic. It's
the ones you have to like wedge them in there.
Yeah, the stick in the wheel. Come on. Like the old school stuff. And
building blocks. Come on. Even before then, we go to building blocks and then fire trucks. Before then, those little wooden dowel rods with the pony heads on them. And
children nowadays are spoiled.
Yeah. I think George Carlin said it right when he's like, when does a kid get to go outside and play with a stick anymore?
Yeah.
No, they discontinued sticks because of lead paint.
I honestly don't understand parents now who buy their children all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Kids honestly don't remember anything until they're like 10 and up.
Yeah.
They don't remember it. My mom tells me all this fun stuff we did, like filling the room with mattresses and jumping on them and playing with noodles, because as a very oral child, I'd eat things. So instead of like a shaving cream on the table, whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
That's what we do. And she filled up a little kiddie pool with spaghetti and like Jello and stuff like that. And that's what we played in. Kids nowadays are like on their computers and TV and video games. I'm just like, you're rotting their heads.
Exactly.
They don't understand.
In that same aspect, it does my heart good, considering I know this sort of generation and how kids are being brought up now. So it does me good when working in a bookstore, when a kid 10 years old will come in and he's asking for a book, and not like a humor book or a comic book, like an actual book.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't care if it's even the Twilight series. I don't like the series, but I will, if they come in because they specifically want to read, as opposed to getting on some sort of digital device. I like that. I still like that that's going on.
Children in general just irritate me, but it's the parents that irritate me more, because they allow the behavior to persist. And that's why children are so bad. It's because of our generation that has turned them into the monsters that they are today.
Yeah. It's so our fault.
Why is it our fault? I thought we were brought up great. Damn. And another issue is that the smart people, like the educated people, aren't reproducing until later in life.
Yeah, this is true.
And
because they're waiting to get their careers and their lives in order.
They have a plan, and they want to be older when they have children, and they want to get married and have a life and go out and do shit and then have a family.
Yeah.
Versus, like, I don't want to say ghetto, but it's like the lower economic base. They don't have anything else to do.
It's also just like,
let's have sex.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oops, I'm pregnant.
Yeah.
Crap. I can't afford to get an abortion and stuff like that. And they have a bunch of children because obviously they don't learn the first time. So it takes like 6 more times. Before they like,
oh, I got to get something snipped, or you got to get something snipped, or something's got to happen.
You can't touch me anymore. And they end up having a lot of children, which messes up the balance of the economic system. Yep. Because now we have a higher class of low income families versus high income families, or middle class families, because I'm in the middle class bracket, and like that's where it is, and it sucks.
It does.
And parents need to learn how to keep their legs closed and not have so many children. Wait, damn.
Or at least if you have kids, at least teach them right from
manners,
wrong, something.
Beat it into them. Damn. Like, I understand, like, women wanting to have children when they're younger, because that is the best time for them to bounce back, is when they're, like, in their 20s. Their early 20s. That's the best time to have children. I get that. That's not too old. Or that's not too young, you know,
to have
kids.
A good
you know, if
margin.
You're married and stuff like that, then kudos. Or if you just want a baby, go for it, by all means. But don't have so many of them. Don't keep popping them out just because one doesn't work. It doesn't work.
This
like
one's
that.
broken. Let's get another one.
This one's broken. I wouldn't want blue eyes. See? I don't like that. But, yeah. I get that they want to have children when they're in their young 20s and stuff like that. 'Cause it makes the mom, it's a lot safer for the mom, it's a lot safer for the baby, and the husband gets the wife's physique back afterwards. Yeah. It's a all happy family.
It's win-win.
And you really bounce back the best only after your first child. After your second one, you kind of, because you're chasing around the first one, taking care of the second one, and you let yourself go. Yeah. So then the husband's not happy, and then you're just fucked. I mean, come on. If the husband's not happy, you're not going to get laid, and that's the best exercise you can get.
Yeah, this is true.
Oh.
Oh no, I think my camera is already out. Really?
Oh, you haven't been getting filmed?
I guess. It's only been, what, an hour? Intermission!
Intermission. Boom, boom, boom. Is it still going?
Doesn't tell me the battery's dead. I'm just gonna keep recording. Okay.
Fishy face. Okay.
I'm back! Okay.
How long was that off for?
I don't know. It says 97. It says 97 minutes left for recording, and it can normally record like 100 something. So I think it don't. I think it was only recently that it turned off.
I hope so. Let's see. You were talking about children being stupid.
Yeah.
And it being our fault. Your child better not be stupid. I'll beat you if it's stupid.
Oh my god, he better not. He or she better not. I want, if anything, I want it to inherit the whole tech part of me, because that's where we're going. So I'd at least want it to be able to keep up with that.
Yeah, it's a shame we're not reverting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we were talking about this, about the paper and pen.
Yeah. Yeah, no one, yeah, no, I am guilty of it. Like, we're talking, like,
so
no one uses a paper and pen anymore. Like, I even brought it up. Like, no one hardly ever uses paper and pen anymore to make notes for anything. It's all on your computer. And I'm like, oh my god, I don't. Because what I do, I have this app on my phone, which is, I forgot what it was called. It's like a note-taking app. And you literally press the button, and you speak into it, and it makes the note for you, and it will prioritize it based on what you want. So if it's important, it'll put it on the top, and so on and so forth. So it's how I make, my to-do list, if I have to. Like, well, not really a to-do list because I don't use it daily, but when it's something important, like edit the podcast or call somebody, I do that. So I'm like, I don't use paper and pen anymore. No memos, no notepads. It's
okay.
Nah.
Can you write in cursive?
Yes.
Good.
I can write in cursive.
I was taught that because they don't teach it in elementary schools anymore, but they do teach it in Christian private schools.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I was from pre-K to 2nd grade. No,
Really?
pre-K through halfway through 3rd grade. That's where I was. Yeah, I was in a Christian private school. And they didn't even teach print. So I do a hybrid of cursive and print mixed. So I'll be like, I'll start out in like print and then go into cursive, like, so mid thing. It's really messy. But I'm a list doer. I like lists a lot. I like lists. I like plans. I'm organized. And
yeah, I noticed when we first did the podcast, she's sitting over here with a pad and a pen. She's like, okay, what are we going to talk about? What could be our future topics? And she's like making all these lists, and I was like, that's very good. That's very organized. I like that. And
but we're not going to do anything like
yeah, I'm just like, we're not even going to follow the damn thing.
And we didn't.
Yeah, we really didn't. Like, it's just like we maybe took notes once in a while, where it's like, okay, what's next? Okay, we do this. But then sticking to it,
yeah,
like, hell no.
We really didn't.
Like, most of the times we just wing it.
We tried, yeah.
Because, and even after a while thinking about it, I was like, it's sort of going against why we started, because we usually just have random conversations.
We did. We just started to open our mouths and words came out.
Pretty much. I just like thinking, talking about topics you guys might suggest or answering questions, but mainly we just banter.
We do.
I'm just right now, I'm just happy we're doing the podcast and we're actually recording, considering what's gone with my laptop.
God, I was so worried that we weren't going to be able to record. I was like, yo, we have a schedule! If we stop, we'll never do it again!
This is true.
That's what I was afraid of.
It's true. Once you break schedule, it just it's a slow downhill from there. Like, it's it is what happened to the vlogs, basically. Because towards the end there, it's like, okay, I missed schedule. It's okay. I'll make up for it. And then it became, I missed it this week. I'll make one next week. And then it's like, I missed it again. And then I'm just going to take a hiatus.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to happen.
Well, you got really, like, active, though. Like, aside from the vlogs, like, I remember because you used to do the vlogs.
Mm-hmm.
And then, is it my fault?
For what?
I don't know, because then we started like rock climbing and doing all this other stuff. And
no, it was more personal stuff. Remember back then, yeah. that was sort of getting in the way. We're just to throw it out there, worrying about things I really shouldn't have been worried about, and putting stupid things in priority over other things. So
he was confused.
Yeah, very much.
He didn't understand. He was confused. He's a guy.
Yeah.
That happens, but. Yeah.
Unfortunately.
But yeah, like, the last couple vlogs was when we were hanging out, and then...
Yeah, it wasn't, but no, it wasn't your fault.
I was just making sure.
No, definitely it wasn't your fault.
I started to monopolize your time.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed... if anything, I was monopolizing your time. I was monopolizing your time because hanging out with you gave me reasons to go out and actually vlog and do stuff. As opposed to...
When I was working.
Yeah, because as opposed to before then, majority of my vlogs took place in the house. Or like, and doing just chores like mowing the lawn. Like, who wants to fucking see a guy mow his fucking lawn? But I tried to make it cinematic using like I forgot what it was called.
The fast time thing?
Yeah, the speed time, whatever. But yeah, so I did that, and that was fun. That's it, time lapse.
There we go.
Time lapses.
I remember.
Wow, she actually beat me at remembering something.
I'm getting shit.
Yeah, the time lapses. Kudos.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was trying to find more stuff to do, and I guess I've been doing vlogs for over a year, and the walk and talks longer than that, and no, actually the vlog's longer than the walk and talks, and I guess on top of the personal stuff affecting me, I guess I was sort of just burning myself out.
Yeah.
I was running out of ideas, even though I did love going out and doing all these new things, the wall climbing and all this other stuff. I just was slowly getting burnt out, and as you can tell, I stopped doing the skits, and it just went from there. So that's why I'm so happy that we're doing this now.
Yeah.
It's
different.
Yeah, it's me making if anything a comeback, because this is leading up to more skits, more vlogs, and it's also kind of a godsend that the laptop ended up having issues. Knock on wood, because I don't want it happening again. But I had all this footage. You remember? I had all this footage that I was supposed to put as a vlog, and I kept making recording new videos saying, "Hey guys, I'm back," but then never doing anything with it.
Yeah, never posting it.
So because this happened, and having to record all of this, I had to move it off of the camera to the laptop. So now it's on the laptop. I have no excuse that I can't get to it. So within the next week or so, and I'm thinking possibly the week that you go in for your op, which is next week.
Yeah.
So sometime next week, I'm going to go ahead and edit, because
I'm gonna try, guys. It takes about 10 to 14 days for me to not be like in the bed. So I'm gonna try really hard. I have a doctor's appointment on the 2nd to go see my specialist, not the boob guy, but I'm gonna try to do a
be
podcast.
able to do the podcast. Yeah.
After the 27th, I'll probably be a little loopy. A little bit.
You
guys might not be able to understand me. I might find myself hilarious.
It's gonna be a fun podcast.
Yeah, so I'll try. What was it? The 3rd we were gonna do it, or
yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
it was the 3rd after your appointment with that one.
Yeah.
with Dr. Thompson.
Yeah, so that would be a Friday. But I'll try really hard. If not, the week after that, I'll be normal-ish. My boobs will be bigger. I'll still be a little sore, but I won't be under the influence of the Percocet. He gave me Percocet.
That's what he said. Okay.
I have the script and everything. I have to go get it filled.
Before? Oh, yeah, because it's next week.
You don't want to drop it off and not have it. You have to go and pick it up. And
beforehand,
yeah. Yeah, you want to have it on hand so they can just give it to me right away. Give me the pills.
Get an IV drip of this stuff. You just lie there.
Yeah, that's great. No, so...
I'm gonna see if it works. If we do end up doing what we said, like, which is I just take all the gear over to your place and record there. I'm gonna see if it works on you when you're loopy. What I did to Tiffany,
oh god. See, the problem is that Percocet, Loratab, Darvocet, which they discontinued, they made it different, and Vicodin all make me sleepy. Those are all the painkillers I've taken. They all
just sleepy, not loopy or anything.
They just make me sleepy, and I sleep, and I'll wake up. I'll be a little hazy. I might not know what's going on, but I take another one and go right back to sleep. So I will.
You gotta find time for food in there, so.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll work on that.
And not just one almond and a grape, and then that's it.
So, yeah, I know. I was going to go grocery shopping tomorrow to make sure I have enough food in the house so that easy, like Jell-O or something.
Yeah, something that's easy prepared.
So I don't have
microwavable stuff.
Yeah, so I'll just be able, because I'll be spending 3 days with my parents and then back to my apartment, and then I'll be attempting to walk around.
Well, you know, me and Tiff are on call, so
Yeah. If I can dial the phone. It's like, what
well,
does this do?
just speed dial it.
Yeah, speed
It's
dial.
like press and hold 1 if you can even accomplish that.
Yeah,
It's
I'll
like,
be like,
I'm pressing
7.
it, but I can't feel my fingers, so I don't know if I am pressing. I'll try with my nose.
I'm really good.
Or you're just gonna be like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, with it. No, I'm fairly self-sufficient when I'm like that. So hopefully I'll be okay and I'll be able to vlog, or I'll be able to do the podcast. I keep saying vlog.
Just
It's because you were saying it.
Yeah.
So I'll probably leave the front door unlocked for you guys.
Okay.
So you guys can just walk in so I don't have to get up.
Makes sense.
So I'll leave it unlocked and I'll just keep my gun loaded or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That'd be bad, trying to aim on Percocet. Where
Well,
you
if
go?
you
There's
miss,
4 of you.
well, if you miss, then that's enough to scare the guy. But then
Yeah.
it's like, if you hit, then I'd be like, wow, that's impressive.
I was stoned. What are you talking about?
I saw 17 of them fuckers in my room. I don't know how I picked the right
so
one.
Scared.
It's like, what's his name? It was one of the Koopalings in Super Mario that did that. He cloned himself in the room, and you had to find the right one.
Oh God.
I love bad guys in video games that do that, where they clone themselves. It's like you have to find the right one.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. This guy, he made because you know how on the new Facebook timeline you have that huge picture
I
sort of
hate
thing.
that, but yeah.
He dressed himself up as Waldo. In the background, he made like a worse Waldo
Yeah.
picture. Very, very creative. I like that.
I hate the new Facebook.
The timeline?
I haven't changed.
Have they given you the option to?
I think that there is an option, but I have not done anything.
Yeah.
I leave it how it is. I will not change it unless it's absolutely mandatory, and they change it for me.
Yeah.
I refuse.
They I got it way early. I've had it for months now. The new timeline.
I don't like it.
It doesn't really. It is good as far as what they say they want it to do, which is to put everything you post in a timeline, basically.
I got that, but it doesn't read well.
Yeah, it's the way everything is posted. It's different for me. I usually stick to the main news feed, the main wall there. I rarely go to my profile unless somebody like posts something on my wall.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm mainly on the 2 Geeks 1 Mic page or the Believe in Fate page more
I've
than anything.
become like a YouTube rat. Like all I do is I have a Facebook page open and I have a YouTube page open, and I'm like doing Minecraft or Netflix or something else. I just leave it there just in case. And I also have Google open onto the 2 Geeks 1 Mic email, so I can monitor if anything changes.
You know, you can just get a widget like.
I don't like widgets.
Well, no, like this one. It's on my Chrome.
I don't like widgets. I make sure like I hardly have any like bars,
Extra
tool
stuff on
bars.
there,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't like it.
It's not a toolbar. It's just a button.
I don't like buttons. I like having all my windows open, and I'll monitor everything, and I'll like go back and forth, like refreshing everything. And I get so excited when there's like a comment
You're like,
or
"Oh
something. I'm like, oh my gosh! Oh,
See,
I did have a conversation through email from Music Navy Read.
Oh, okay.
I did, but it was talking about abortion and stuff. So
Yeah, we're not touching on that. We're not touching that
we
subject.
don't really touch on that. I answered the question she wanted to know because if we ever get around to posting the Tumblr page, you'll see it. And there was an article she wanted me to read, and it was stupid. It was about Catholics.
Ah.
Yeah. It was like, masturbation, is that considered abortion? I was like, because technically, because when guys do it, yeah, technically. But then she fired back, well, if a chick menstruates, is that abortion? I was like, ooh, that's good. Catholics creep me out, but yeah. But like that was basically it.
If heaven is so great, why does a pope need a bulletproof Pope mobile?
I don't know. He drives around in that bubble, and I personally don't like the new pope. So
Just saying.
yeah, just throwing that one out there. Now we're not going to talk about.
Yeah. Like, I think this is 2 Geeks, 1 Mic people, not 2 politically incorrect people in one mic.
If you befriend me on Facebook, you'll be able to see the pictures of the tattoos I have going down my back, and I'm very much freedom of religion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I actually have 10 tattoos.
I need to work on mine. I only got this one.
I have 10.
But
I was
want
thinking
more.
of getting a rib piece done.
You still want that pocket watch?
I do, but I'm so wish-washy about it. I'm just like,
You need to get a tattoo of an NES controller somewhere.
oh God. See, I'm trying not to make myself look,
You're still trying to be classy.
I'm trying as classy as tattoos can be. Yes, I'm trying to make it not look like
just the hell of getting
cartoony and stuff like that. I wanted to have some sort of not.
It has to look artistic and not just like,
Yeah.
oh, this looks good, I want it.
Yeah. I don't know if I've even posted one of the one on my arm.
I really like that one. The detail in that is really, really good.
It's a dragon eating its tail.
I think
it's an Ouroboros. I
Yeah.
believe that's what it's called. That's the
I don't know if I
correct
have.
name.
I think I. Oh no, there it is. I still need your tattoo guy to help me fix it up.
Bill.
Yeah. I just want that copied onto this side and the power symbol in the middle. It's my geek tattoo.
Where are you getting that done? On your back?
Yeah, it's either gonna be right here or offset to my shoulder blade.
You should get it in the middle.
Because, well, if you've known me a little bit, you know I'm all about customization. That's why I spend so much time in Saints Row 3. Because have you seen the customization options in that? Yeah.
It's like ridiculous.
You give me a game where I can create my own character.
I like those.
I will spend most of my time creating somebody than playing the actual game.
Exactly. That's what I like.
That's why I think the same way with Minecraft. Because there's so much you can do.
And the new update did update my David Tennant skin. He has red sneakers now versus the black ones. I was excited. I actually have a tattoo guy, and he's done all 10 of mine. And I've been trying to get Steven to go to him, but he always has to go to like some back alley guy in California. It wigs me out. I'm like, dude.
Make sure those needles come from a safe place.
Like, dude. Make sure they're not coming out of a heroin addict's arm. So.
Oh, God. Oh,
he's come up with so many tattoo ideas. He wants to get like an entire back piece, 2 rib pieces. He wants to finish up his chest piece. I'm like, dude, slow down.
Wait, he does have a
$3,000. He has 2 tattoos. Yeah. He has a guitar on his chest, and he has a tribal arm
I like his tribal.
thing. I love it. I think it's really nice. But he wants to go and like get it colored in. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Keep it black. I love black and white tattoos, like, you know, with the shading. I like that. I think that when people get kind of colored-y tattoos, not so much. It fades.
Yeah, I like the simplicity of it. If you can keep it in black and white, that's how I prefer it. And if anything, you could just make it look better with shading, and so that's really all you need. I'm not a fan for getting color on me.
I don't. I like he got it colored in black, but he wants to go in with the blank spots and get it white. I'm like, no, don't do that. No. But he wants to go, and he wants to actually to extend it like all the way down his arm.
Like a full arm piece?
He can't do that because of, if he wants to rank up any higher, you can't have anything showing like above your sleeve.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because or anything like up here where your collar is, like you can't do that.
Yeah.
Because it goes out of uniform. But he has like an entire like arm piece done, his back piece, like his rib pieces, and his chest piece. I'm like, dude, slow down. Like, yeah, you can get it all done, but not all at once. You'll be so sore.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, that's like $3,000 worth of tattooing.
Tattoos, yeah.
Like, seriously, dude?
How much do you think Bill would charge me for this one?
No more than 100.
See, that's really, really good.
If you go in and say, he went in and said, he gave me a price for this, and he was like, $80 or something. I was like, well, I only have 65. He's like, that's fine. I was like, cool.
Oh, because they're not like a franchise parlor. They're like a mom and
they're a mom. They're literally, it's the husband, the wife is the receptionist, and their 2 sons.
Nice.
It's literally a mom and pop shop. Mom and pop shop.
Zing.
But they're really clean and they're really nice, and I like my tattoos. And
What's the name of their shop again?
Head to Toe.
Head to Toe.
It's in Midway, Florida. Like, it's in between Pensacola and Destin.
Okay, so if you're ever here, go there.
Walton.
Head to toe.
So, head to toe. And if you pass the zoo, you've gone too far.
Yeah.
That's how I always remember.
Yeah, I've been there once just to get a quote on my that one piece, because to finish this, Liz actually helped me get it, so thank you for that. It's gonna wrap around, and it's actually gonna be a arm piece. It's gonna be a musical sheet with music notes on it, and it's gonna have special someone's name on there. So I tried to get a quote for that, and they were really, really nice.
They are nice. I really like them, and if I ever get a tattoo, that's the only place I'm going if I ever get another one.
He's the only person that can touch you.
He's the only person that can touch me.
Aside from Steven. And
any medical provider.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but I I really love Bill. He did an excellent job on my tattoos on my back, and he did a really good job, like, shading in on my arm.
Yeah, no, that looks...
It looks
the one
exactly
on your arm looks amazing.
He sat there for an hour doing it for me.
That's really good that it only took him an hour.
He sat there for an hour. It took 20 minutes to do the tattoo, but he sat there for an hour coming up with the perfect thing. He even, like, he had another appointment after me, and the other appointment had to wait because it took so long for us to get the design down.
Wow.
Yeah.
You see, that's good service right there.
I like it. I love him. He's great.
So, see, taking that extra time really just builds that whole customer base. So that's what I think a lot of places don't get. So when I get ragged on for taking too long with a customer, I'm just like, hey, it's better than them coming back being angry later on down the road and no one knowing what to do.
And
so
tattoos you got to be careful with because, you know, it's permanent. Kind of.
Yeah.
Unless you want to pay to get it removed. And that's expensive and it hurts like hell.
Yeah, it does.
It hurts like a gazillion times worse than getting it put on. Tattoos don't hurt that bad. Like,
it also depends where you get it.
yeah,
but...
well, I know, like, rib pieces suck, and, like, up here where your arm is, like, not on top of your arm, but underneath it,
yeah.
that sucks.
The
It all has to do with
yeah, when I
nerves.
got this, like, even Cook, the guy that does the germs, he said it was ballsy for me to get that. He said he wouldn't even get anything on his wrist.
I was going to get one on my wrist, but I decided against it.
It wasn't as bad as most people would think. Just the shading part up around here did kind of peak, I guess you could say. But other than that, the outline was nothing.
The only time my back irritated me was when he was right on my bone.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was it. And if you look at the pieces, they're, you know, they're kind of circular in shape. So there was only like 2 spots where he was on the bone. But other than that, it's like maybe a 3 to 4 pain range wise.
Yeah.
Well, for me, and I have a fairly high pain tolerance because I have chronic neck pain and that kind of sucks.
This was about a 2 or 3 to me. It's
really not that bad, and my arm didn't hurt at all. I was just like, what's going on? Hey, what's up?
The only time was when he was going over to this part, doing this top part here. The only time that I even reacted was during that. It was just like, oh.
I make faces. Like, I'll be really quiet, but I'll make faces. And I'll tell when I'm, like, tense because every time he'll stop, I'll breathe. And I'm like, wow, was I holding my breath the entire time? Holy crap!
World record!
Yeah! But I even watched him do it because I can't watch him do my back. But I watched him do this, and it was so cool. I was just like, oh my God.
Actually,
wow, that's cool. So I was excited. And I kind of want to get the rib piece done, but I'll probably wait a little bit because I know I want it now, but I'm trying to think, will I want it when I'm like 80?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, I know grandmothers wear like long sleeve turtlenecks all the time, so maybe, I don't know. So I'm trying to think if I would still want it.
I know I want this piece. It just needs to be finished up because it's my geek tattoo. I need it.
Yeah, you need
it. I need it. And I really just the whole point of getting one, just the experience of getting it.
Yeah.
And I want a piece on my back anyways.
I really like back tattoos. I do. I like back tattoos a lot. I don't know. It's just where I like them the best.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I find guys' backs attractive. I do. Like,
unless it's like hairy and odd places.
Well, no. It's like, Steven has a muscular back.
Oh, well, there you go.
So it's nice looking, I guess. I don't know how to explain that.
With Steve, like, for the longest time, there was this tattoo design that I saw, and it was like, it was just regular black and white, and it was like a digital circuit board almost. Very geeky, and I liked it, but it was like a long piece, so I'm like, oh, that would be like an arm piece. But I don't have arms like Steven does. Like, I barely got anything. So
see, I would totally get that on my spine if I didn't have.
Yeah.
I wish they'd hurry up and invent like removable back plates or something, like where you could change out like a cyborg almost.
Yeah,
so I could have multiple backs.
I don't feel like this tattoo today.
Yeah,
this one. There we go.
That would be awesome.
Be very cool.
See, because I would totally get the circuit board going down my spine. I don't know. I like spine tattoos for chicks. I just do.
There's this one chick, I forget what was her name. I think I saw her on Suicide Girls. I remember. It was just a random place online. She had this beautiful sort of tattoo going down the side. It started in the back and went here.
Hurt.
But it was floral, like Japanese sort of flowers and vines.
That's kind of overplayed, but yeah, continue.
But it was gorgeous the way they did it. And then they had what was at the bottom, like ocean waves at the bottom, and then it twirled up into the vines and then flowers. Beautiful piece. and it's just very elegant when it's right there. So I agree.
I just
with the
think
back.
that cherry blossoms are kind of overplayed. That and koi fish.
That koi fish and just Japanese characters.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know.
And the barbed wire.
Yeah, the mom and the heart kind of
Yeah.
thing. But I like tattoos. I like guys with tattoos. For the longest time before I even got my very first tattoo, I was afraid that my boyfriend at the time was going to break up with me because he was really adamant about not liking tattoos and stuff like that. Really? And I don't know. You probably know which one it is, but because I really only dated 3 guys. So.
Okay, that narrows it down.
Yeah.
I feel like that
It's
narrows it down.
It's not Steven.
Narrows it down. Okay.
It's not Steven. So I was really afraid he was going to break up with me.
Good God.
But I still did it anyway because I was like, well, I don't really care. I want it. And then like the entire time after I got my first one done, I was like, I really want to get the rest of my back done. I'm just super excited for it. I really want to get it done. And like they're $50 a pop. So
Yeah.
it took a little bit. It took like almost a year to get it all
But
done.
they're done.
They're all done.
Which is good.
They're all done. There's 9 of them. And I got my arm done. So but as soon as I got the next 2 after the first one on my neck, my dad called me a cheap slut. He did. He saw it. I told my mom. My mom saw it. And I was like, don't tell him. Don't tell him. And she blurted it out. And the first thing out of his mouth was, I was a cheap slut.
Ouch.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. And then I started to think about it. I was like, they're $50 a pop. That's $150 worth of ink on me. And now, since I have 9 and then 10, I have 10. I have at least like
$500.
Something like that.
$500 worth of ink on you?
Give or take, because this one was more than 50. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's relatively.
You're a classy slut.
I'm an expensive slut, if anything.
You're the ones that politicians go after and
There we go.
presidents.
There we go. And, if I was to get the timepiece on my rib, that would be probably around $150, give or take. Maybe
Depending on how much detail you get on it, too.
Maybe $200.
You should get the master's pocket watch on there. That's a lot of detail, though.
Yeah. Well, because you got to account for, like, stretching and fading and, it's not spreading. It's just feathering. That's
Okay,
what it is.
yeah.
Feathering with the ink. So I was trying to think of the word. My brain wasn't functioning. But feathering. So you have to account
But it
for all
remembered
of that.
time lapse.
Yeah. I remember time lapse. Ah. But yeah, that's probably something that the viewers didn't know, that I was into tattoos.
Well, now you know.
Not very many pictures of me show my tattoos. The one picture on my Facebook, on my page, shows all my back tattoos.
Yeah.
Because Tiffany took that.
Yeah, I remember. No, I was... I remember when I remember that she took the picture. I didn't know of what, and then later on when I was going through my camera, I was like, "No, Alyssa's back!"
Because I had to unhook my bra for her to take all of it, because my bra strap covers
Goes over
up one
it,
of
yeah.
them. Yeah.
Goes right over it.
Yeah,
doesn't
it goes right
Because
over
you can
it.
see sort of like
Yeah.
the line.
It goes right over it. I'm just like, ugh. But I really like my tattoos. So. And I like that Steven likes them, which means if I wanted to get another piece, he wouldn't be like off by
yeah.
it. So I like
I have no problem with tattoos. I mean,
like
obviously.
tattoos. I like tattoos. And I like tattoos on other people. I actually posted something on my Facebook wall. It said, the difference between tattooed people and untattooed people is that tattooed people don't care that you're not tattooed.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I think I liked it.
Yeah, I was like, I should show this to my daddy.
Yeah.
Because it's true. It's like the only people who care if you're tattooed or not are untattooed people. So.
Or people that have just like, oh, I
guess
regret
they
getting
feel
it
like-
and got it removed.
I guess I feel like self-righteous or something about it.
I don't know.
I don't.
Just like, it's your body, do whatever you want.
Yeah, it kind of bugs me because it's like, me, mine. It's attached to me,
Exactly.
my skin.
That's like you getting a Camaro and they're like, you should have got a Mustang.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I got it done when I was 18, which means I was a legal adult. So I was like, you guys can't
Say
Yeah.
anything.
I don't know. My parents like say stuff that's hurtful, and then they don't mean it, but they spit it out. It's kind
That's
of
what
like,
parents do.
yeah, I know, but it still hurts my feelings. I guess I should be used to it by now, but I'm not. It's like really like after 19 years of living like by them, you know.
I was like that, but I was just very sensitive because I was spoiled at first. When I was when I was living in Newport, because I was an honor student, so
Yeah.
it's like anything I wanted, my parents were like, yeah, let's get it to them. Super Nintendo for Christmas, original Nintendo the year before that, and Atari before that. So I do owe my grades and my parents for being such an avid gamer. but yeah, and then when I went to the Philippines, and it's a complete culture shock for me, and I'm like, I don't like it here. I don't want to be here, so I just didn't pay attention at school at all. And then that's when they started yelling. Like the first time I ever had to endure parents actually disciplining me in any way, shape, or form. So I'm already this older kid that's used to being, people being happy with me, and now people being disappointed with me. It's new. So I was a crybaby. Like my dad would just yell one thing, and I just break down. And then it got to the point later on that it happened so much that I'm just like, I didn't care anymore. See? Like that's it's that curve where it's like it's either you're going to get used to it or you're just gonna break and not give a damn. It's one or the other.
It still upsets me, but that's because it happens with firstborns. With the eldest child, they feel this responsibility to be like just perfect all the time, and it puts a lot of pressure. I have chronic anxiety now. Like it's legit what they say on my medical record. I have severe chronic anxiety. Yes, and it's because of so much pressure that I feel. Like it's not like that there's even pressure there. I just feel it, like there is there. It's
like that lingering shadow or something.
It sucks. But the eldest child always tends to feel it. Yeah. And we have to be perfect. And when we're not perfect and our parents are disappointed, we feel terrible. And I still feel that way. Like when I got married, half my family still don't talk to me. But when I got married, the first thing out of my mom's mouth wasn't congratulations or I'm so happy for you. It was, are you pregnant?
Yeah.
I was like, really? There are other ways to deal with that other than getting married. And I would have taken the other way. But I was like, seriously? Really? That's all you can say? And my dad jumped on me about finances and stuff like that. I was like, I hate you. I got really upset. I was so upset.
I know, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
It was terrible. Ridiculous. Gosh.
Well, it's also because the parents look at you more for support the second another child comes into the picture.
Yeah, they just expect you to be more responsible because then they have something else to deal with other than you, so they're just like...
So it's like, but I'm 5.
Yeah, I was 3.5 when my brother was born, so...
It's almost a 10... Yeah, it's like 9 years and some months.
That's a big difference.
Gap between me and my brother, yeah.
So he's almost like an only child.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
And but no, he had most of the attention. So it was harder on me when he was born because I'm just like, I'm so used to this, and now he's there, and he's getting all the attention, he's getting all the cool stuff, and it's like I'm not.
Yeah.
But
when I was little, on my birthday, people would bring my brother presents too because they didn't want him to feel left out.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had to deal with that.
He can't understand the concept of a birthday.
Yeah.
But I don't know. My brother's just really spoiled, and my parents don't discipline him well.
I actually dealt with one birthday where I got something really cool. My brother would not let go of it, so my parents just ended up giving it to him. Yeah, I was like, God.
I wish my parents would discipline my brother. Now it's kind of like too late. He's like 16, and it's way too late to discipline him. But he's like into some hardcore stuff that I was like never into. Well, a little bit of pot here and there, but that was like when I was 18 and older and stuff like that.
And he's getting into it at an earlier...
He was into it like at 14. He was having sex, and he was drinking a lot. I was like, dude.
It's almost not uncommon now.
I'm like...
Really?
Yeah, I've noticed that. Guys lose their virginity at like 14 years old. Almost... Yeah, all of my boyfriends like lost their virginity at like 14. I was like, seriously? You guys are...
They're quick.
What to do with that when you're that age? Because, I mean...
I know, I was still trying to figure it out.
I mean, I was like a senior in high school when that happened. I was like, 14, really?
Yeah.
Really, guys?
It's shocking to see that, because it's like, I didn't... It wasn't even until after high school for me.
That's like, kudos to you. I mean, finally... A guy that hasn't... Oh, my goodness. It just baffles me, like, every time. I'm like, who the hell are you sleeping with? A 14-year-old girl, too? I'm just like, we're sluts! Damn! We're sluts!
At an earlier age nowadays, I guess it seems.
Well, I walked in on my brother on his 14th birthday getting a blowjob. I think I told you about that.
Yeah, you did.
I walked in on him getting a blowjob. I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, my brother's actually about... either the same age or a year older than your brother.
Yeah, I didn't even know like.
He's like, I'm 26. Yeah, he's 16, going 17.
Wow.
Wow.
I forget how old my brother is all the time. I was like, how old is
you wanna know a very weird story? I don't know if me or Michael told you this yet.
he? What?
The day Michael was over here recording the podcast, and that's best Mike. His brother came when he went back home. His brother came home from school, and he's like, "Hey, do you have a friend named Ray?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Did you just record a podcast with him?" He's like, "Yeah." There's this kid at my school, and he literally tripped over my bag during lunch period, and we started talking, and he was talking about how he's got an older brother that's into podcasts, and I said my other brother was doing podcasts too, that day too. He's like, do you know, is your brother's name Ray? He's like, yeah. Why? My brother is doing a podcast with your brother.
It's a small world after all. Yeah,
it flipped me out. And no, we got this idea, like, if we do a skit, I want to do some sort of time thing. My little brother will be younger me, and your little brother will be younger you.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
That'd be terrible. Oh. I didn't even know Mike had siblings.
Yeah, I didn't know either until he told me that story.
Huh.
Is my camera still on? Okay. Just making sure my camera's on.
We're good. For right now. We're watching you, cameras.
Yeah, we have to pay attention.
Yeah, gotta make sure you guys don't shut off on us.
What have you been playing lately as far as video games?
Well, Minecraft, really.
Just Minecraft?
Yeah, I mean, I've been focusing on building the sandcastle and finding shit. Like, nothing's there.
There's literally nothing.
Like, there's wood. Great, wood.
You got wood.
And sand. And I did find a squid, and I killed that, and I got the ink sack. But other than that, I'm just like, there's wood. Where is the coal?
Do you still have your other world?
The one that I'm dead in?
The one that you're dead in?
Yep.
You haven't deleted it yet? Because I still want to try.
I saved it just for you.
Awesome.
I was just like, I don't know what to do with this.
We haven't had dinner night in a while.
We haven't. I don't know when we're going to do that.
We'll plan it for sometime next week. Yeah, the podcast sort of took over.
Yeah, that would be a predicament because it'd be like after I get my surgery done.
Yeah. We'll do it. We'll do one before your surgery then.
Okay.
Like maybe the night of that we record or something. We'll figure it out.
After midnight.
You can't eat after midnight? Before the...
But on the 26th, I can't eat after midnight.
Oh, no, we'll do it way before then. Yeah. But, yeah, now that I have Minecraft on here now, and it's not a big deal, I'm gonna make sure my worlds are still there, because I checked the save files, and they were still there, so hopefully everything I've built... She's seen what I built, and it's intricate.
Yeah, it really is.
It would suck if I lost it and had to do it all over again. So, I'm gonna check that, and probably stay on that, and finish Saints Row.
I thought you finished it.
Well, I'm playing Horde mode, and it's not Horde HORDE. In Saints Row, it's WHORED. And it's like they give you different levels where it's like they give you a weapon, you have to kill this many people in a certain amount of time, and it's fun.
Video games are violent, man.
I know. Whatever happened to the whole just lately? We got to jump in a pipe and step on a Koopa and grab a mushroom and grow and get capes or feathers so you can get a cape and fly. Yeah. The innocent stuff. No, it turned into I gotta shoot this guy in the head.
Well, I don't know. Like even back then, you had the duck hunt.
Well, that's true.
And I would always try to shoot the dog because it laughed at me.
Everyone tried to shoot that fucking dog. Everyone. That's why I did that one skit.
I know.
Because I did all the time.
Sucks.
He did. Like I think it was in Game Informer, and they said like the worst sidekicks ever, and that dog was I think number 1 or number 2, as the worst sidekick because he would just mock you whenever you failed.
Like, dude, I know I failed. You don't have to rub it in.
Yeah, it's like you're not getting any of that duck tonight when we get home, dog.
Yeah,
you're staying outside in the kennel.
I'm not gonna feed you anything. Damn animals. Oh.
I miss those days with the original Nintendo and the Super Nintendo, and I actually had the battery sucking what was it, the Sega Game Gear. Oh yeah, I had one of those. I had Sonic Pinball and this other game that was sort of like Tetris, but I never could get past the first level because I was a kid. I never understood it, but it was a brick. The thing was literally a brick, and it would never last more than a couple hours.
I remember the original Game Boys.
Yeah, the huge ones.
I used to have one, yeah.
I got into the Game Boys once they had the Pocket Game Boys, the smaller versions. Did they have them in color at that point? No, they didn't. They were still black and white.
They were still black and white, and I loved them.
Yeah.
I'm all about old school.
I am too. That's why we were talking about the whole time thing. Like kids don't understand that. It's like we were saying in the other one. If people are doing this, they won't understand it's
International
joystick.
sign for video games right here.
Mm-hmm. You can tell I'm a PS3 player because I have the little trigger.
Yeah, because he has trigger, but I just use the buttons and the joystick. Yeah.
things have changed so much. Like, oh, I was reading up on the new PS Vita, is what they're calling it. I don't know why they chose that name. It's a weird name. Have you heard of it?
I don't like Sony, but yeah.
Okay,
continue.
well, whatever. It's you Xbox fangirl.
I've never been called a fangirl before, but yeah.
Well, you're definitely a Doctor Who fangirl, so. The you know the original PSP?
Yeah.
Okay, this is like the newest version of it. They're calling it the PS Vita. And it's got close to PS3 graphics in this little handheld. And they're developing it. There's only 2 games that are available for it right now where you can be playing it on your PS3. And then let's say, oh, you got to go somewhere, you have an appointment. You can pause the game via the connection, move your save to the actual Vita and continue playing.
That's ridiculous. VITE?
Yeah.
I think that's Latin for life.
Really?
I think so.
Well, then that makes sense then. And oh, yeah, there goes my camera again. I got it.
Okay. What button do I press?
The battery is blinking.
Why is it blinking?
I'm back, guys.
But I just charged it.
It's sometimes these batteries. I might invest and just get you a new one since I can write it off. Get you a better battery. Because
damn battery.
It's okay. It'll still keep the save file though. So. But yeah, is there? Oh yeah, they still haven't got. I don't think they do. I'll look it up real quick. But
Okay.
I don't think they have a date for your BioShock yet.
I actually have a question for the audience. It goes way back to the beginning of the podcast as to why our podcast 6 doesn't have as many views as all the other ones do. We even put like a sexual reference name and everything because Sex Swing is like the top viewed of all of our podcasts.
Yep, no release date.
I just want to know why. I just want to know why. Like, is it because it was like almost 2 hours long, or is it because we had?
I don't know. Actually, jumping on that bandwagon, I do also want to ask if time is a thing because.
Yeah.
I don't think, just me personally, I don't think a 2-hour podcast is very long. Like, I've listened to podcasts that are like close to 2-3 hours.
I say the shit and I still listen to the entire thing once it's posted. Twice. I listened to the YouTube version and the podcast. Or Podomatic. And
it really doesn't seem that long, and that's the whole point. So, yeah, I don't know. I think like I'm saying, I think it's just an off week. You'll see. Like, give it some time. Sometimes things like just shoot up at random times. Like, you'll see. Like, in a month from now, all of a sudden that one will be like #1 in views. You'll see.
I don't know if it's like because of time or if we had. Was it because we had Michael on or? I don't think it would be that because I was really excited.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Things happen.
Disappointed.
The internet is weird.
Damn, internet being weird.
But despite the fact we do love you guys, even though we give you a hard time.
I do give you guys a hard time. But if anyone, I don't know.
You're still our nerd herd.
Yeah, and I'm nice to people when it's just one-on-one.
Yeah.
But
you'd be a horrible stand-up comedian because you just insult everybody in the room.
Yeah. Oops. I can't help it.
But no, but that's your personality that I like.
Yeah.
That you're just blunt with everything.
John.
Hell, she's blunt with me. I'll be like, oh, damn, that was harsh. You know, it's like.
But it's with love. I mean, it's not like I mean it.
Yeah,
half
exactly.
The time.
Half the time.
Sometimes I do. No, John just texted me and he's like, he has a friend selling a car. I was like, why would we buy a car and have to drive it all the way back to Florida from California? That's over a 2,000-mile trip.
Yeah, that's just like killing your car right off the bat.
I don't want to. No, that's.
Especially if you have to drive through Texas.
Texas isn't the problem. I've driven all the way straight through Texas. It's New Mexico. That sucks.
Oh.
It's everything that you think of when you think of Texas and Arizona. That's New Mexico. Because Texas and Arizona are pretty. New Mexico sucks. It's like the dead state of the United States.
That's why it's called New Mexico.
Yeah, because it's...
I'm kidding.
Well, I don't know. Like Mexico, at least you have like no drinking age and, you know.
Tequila with a worm.
There you go. Don't eat the worm. I don't even like tequila. What am I saying? I don't like tequila.
No, but you do like alcohol.
I do. On occasion. Sometimes it's still... Sometimes I do feel bad in the morning after I drink it, but...
Did you feel... You felt bad the day after my birthday.
I did, but I think that's just because I ate so much crap that day.
Ah.
I did.
Thank you for being the only other person that had a beer with me that night. Well, no, Spencer did too.
Yeah.
Spencer did too, but I was surprised. Like, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm having a beer. I'm
Yeah.
like, thank you. They're not going to waste.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just don't like tequila. It has a funny smell to me, and it tastes bad.
strong.
And I don't like it. I don't like margaritas. I don't like it. And which I find blasphemous because I married a Mexican. I should like it. I don't know.
Well, you already like Mexican food, so
We were talking about this before.
Yeah, you don't have a pansy stomach like I do.
We were talking about my ethnic tasting guys, though. I've never dated a black guy, but I dated an Asian and a Mexican and a German,
You're making your way across the board.
I guess.
Tiffany's dated a black guy.
She dated a black and Korean guy.
Oh, that's right. He was a mix.
He was a mix.
That would explain a couple things.
I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, our track records. Let's just not get into them, please.
Oh, God.
And no questions in the comments about it. But I think that pretty much covers everything for this one. I think because we're at like an hour and a half now.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's our normal time.
Yeah. Yep. We're just trudging on an hour and a half at this point.
Awesome. I gotta go home and do my hair. I've got to go to the opera tonight.
Yes, you do. And it's just gonna be more stuff to put together with the video. But I can't wait to put it all together. I'm so excited to edit. I'm so excited to edit all of this.
It's still being posted on Sunday, right?
Yes, I'm actually gonna start working on it tonight, and just to get it done so that I can then focus on everything else on my laptop.
It takes so long to upload to YouTube.
Yeah, well, no, it's not the uploading process that really gets me. And the only reason the last one took so long to upload was because it was like almost 2 gigabytes in file size. And it's also partially my fault. If you notice, there's black bars on the side of that one. Because when I rendered it, I was editing another video for my friend Luke, who was supposed to make an intro for us. He needed a music video edited, a short one, because he's doing this contest. If he wins this contest, he'll be able to, he and his band will perform live at the Grammys. So I said I'd edit him a template, and then he can do whatever he wants with it. He said I could pay him, like, I don't want money, just credit me in the end. That's all I want. Because I'm a whore like that. I don't care what you want, what kind of work you want me to do, unless I completely disagree with it. But if I do it, I just want my name on it somewhere. That's it. But yeah, I made his video, and he needed it in a certain resolution. I forgot to change it back when I edited it, and that's probably why it was a lot larger than it normally was. So that contributed to the, and I think that's also what honestly might have busted my computer, because it overran the processor because it was in HD. And it normally doesn't do an HD. Even though I know this is probably going to look clear, but I'm not in HD right now. Like, these aren't recording in HD at all. I just do a little trick in editing to give it a better resolution, but it's not HD.
I wait for Sundays. It's like recording day, and then Sunday is post day. I'm like, I can't wait. I'm so excited because I want to hear what everyone says, and like the emails that I never get, and stuff like that. I just get super excited about it because I like talking to you guys.
Welcome to my world. This is why I love the walk and talks, and this is why we love the vlogs, because it's just interacting with everybody, and that's why I did all the contests. And we're still doing the contests, you guys. So if any of you guys are artistic in any way and you want to see a logo
or favorite quotes
or anything, any t-shirt ideas that you send in, if, like I said, if we choose it and we make it a t-shirt or a product, you'll get one for free.
Because I am working on a Spreadshirt account.
And I think it's time to go. You're starting to get the yawns.
I know, and I gotta go home and get ready, and then it's like it starts at 7 and it goes on to like 1 in the morning. Okay, well we should get going then. It's 4:30 now. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and bid you guys adieu. Bye guys.
I hope you guys enjoyed the first video podcast. We'll be doing these once a month from now on. So then you'll get to see our lovely faces, or our hideous faces.
And my new boobs.
And her new boobs. You'll get to see them. Not all of them,
no,
but
you can tell
you'll tell the difference. Yeah. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to leave your comments down below, like it, check the Facebook page out, see us on Podomatic. If you have an iTunes, you can actually subscribe to us through the RSS feed on Podomatic, because I know some of you asked before. So that's pretty much it. So this is Ray signing out, and
Liz.
Take care.
Bye bye. Oy vey.
It's Arbor Day.
This always makes my ears feel funny.